Well, growing up, when I was young, I had one cousin in particular that was he got out of the jungle of Vietnam, and he bought a Camaro and took me driving around, and he had an 8-track player that was blaring Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues, and it was live, and it might have not just been that song. It might have been his other songs on that album, but I heard the reaction of the prisoners to the lyrics, and when I was a kid, it kind of made me realize, wow, lyrics are powerful, and so. My other cousins played Carl Perkins, and of course Elvis was around, and then when I started getting into to music and finding out, I was just a kid trying to find, I don't know, Alice Cooper or Led Zeppelin, and I found a mom and pop record store that specialized in blues. And that really had a big influence on me because I really focused a lot on urban blues, which Sonny Boy Williamson and then Howlin' Wolf, B.B. King, and B.B. King and Howlin' Wolf both recorded with Sam Phillips, and so that led me down. And my first band was a 50s band. I played in a lot of various kinds of bands, just trying to make ends meet, get a career going and everything. But I kept coming back to the Sun Records thing and the Memphis thing, So you've got I guess Memphis it's the perfect melding spot. It's on the Mississippi River, coming up from New Orleans, where is the birthplace of jazz and Delta blues. They would kind of funnel through Memphis, and I think that has a lot to do with why the young, poor white kids were listening to rhythm and blues and liking rhythm and blues music. Also the church, the churches, the gospel music crossed over a lot between the races, and it's just a beautiful thing. And then everything Sam Phillips did, and discovering Elvis, but then he had his own way of doing things. He was very creative. I had lunch with him one time. It was really good. And I've talked one time. I talked to Carl Perkins for about an hour and a half, and he told me some great stories, and he was very funny. So I've got to meet Carl, Sam Phillips, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis. And of course, they all have their Elvis stories. We used to come up we were kind of like the house band at Sun Studios. They would drive us up here and we would record over there. Well, it used to be the Memphis Recording Service, but Gary started, or somebody started calling it Sun Studios and all that. And they did recording sessions in the middle of the night because it was a museum in the daytime. And we backed up Malcolm Yelvington and Barbara Pittman and Johnny Powers, and those are kind of some unknown Memphis artists. So, we did several of those sessions. I got to meet Rufus Thomas, and Jules Holland was there for one of them. And so Memphis has been a big influence on just not only my ear and what kind of music that I play, but also, in getting my career going. And so... Yeah.